And you talking about Afrobeats?
Yes.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
So they connected with everyone else except us. But when we look at what they're doing, their music is not free in Africa. It's for cray.
So Jamaicans are not happy with Afrobeats right now. Some Jamaicans are complaining that when they go to the club, they are playing too much Afrobeats.
Let me tell you something. You see, on a dancehall artist, while on they down at Jamaica or wherever on is, I know that they are big amongst one another who is dancehall queen and who is dancehall king. Afrobeats are beat on bad. Afrobeats, they might take on own reggae rhythm and them a ride the rhythm and them a make bank. Everywhere you go now, Afrobeats are here. My daughter, she went to the club the other night and she said, Mom, Afrobeats really a beat with bad. She said, she wait for hear Bashment play. I know she can't hear no Bashment. And she said she can't manage the Afrobeats because that come with a whole heap of footwork. And she's not a footwork person. She said she want look whining and gyrating music. And we did we a lead. You understand? We were the ones leading. Right? People come and them take reggae beat. And them get Grammy over we. Why? Because we are farm fool. We are waste time. Guys are not talented. Get on our ass into the studio and make good music so we can enjoy summer. Come, we want to turn up. We want to go outside.
And now, a Jamaican legend, Buju Banton, has also gone on a podcast to go and blast Afrobeats. And Fuse ODG, our very own Fuse ODG, has come out to say that, hey, chairman, I know you're a legend. I respect you for that. But this one that you said, maybe, you are wrong. I have the food just for you. If you want to get a phone for somebody around this time, from now till the 24th of August 2024, make sure you get them a Samsung. Because Samsung is running a promo. From now till 24th August, if you go to any Samsung shop to buy any of these phones, the Samsung Galaxy S24 series, Samsung Galaxy A35, A55, A25, A15, and the A05, you get discounts on the phones. This is their Founders Day promotion. You can get discounts as high as 1,500 Ghana cedis on the phones. So yes, if you want to buy a phone for somebody, buy Samsung, especially from now till 24th August 2024. Now let's get into the video. I'm the Headless YouTuber, this is Headless Reactions. So for Gen Z people like me, the only Buju we know is this guy, this Buju from Nigeria. But then there's this legend called Buju Banton. In case you don't know him, he sang this song.
Destiny, Mama look from when you call me. Destiny.
Now this is a reggae, raga, dancehall artist and singer, a Jamaican legend, Buju Banton. And this man was on a podcast, the Dream Champs podcast. That podcast there, if you go there, Kanye West went, a lot of people have gone there. And the way they do the podcast, they'll be giving you drinks. And you'll be drinking. They'll ask you questions. If you know you can't answer the question, you take a shot. Small. Before you know, you're drunk. And then you start talking free. So the first question they asked Buju Banton is that, okay, you were saying something like Afrobeat is giving props or giving credit to reggae. Is that what you said? And Buju Banton said, for where? Me? No, that's not what I said. I said they don't give credit to reggae.
You said Afrobeats gives props back to reggae, to dancehall.
Do they?
I thought I heard you say that.
I don't think they did. No, I never said that. I said they don't give fucking props back to dancehall and reggae.
Oh, my bad. I heard it wrong.
And then he went ahead to say that the Jamaicans made songs that liberated Africa. Those days during the apartheid and those days Africa was struggling to be free and all that, If you go and listen to the kind of songs that the Jamaicans were making, those reggae songs, emancipate yourself from mental slavery, none but ourselves can free our mind, singing about, liberation and fighting the force and all that. Jamaicans were doing songs that uplift Africans. But then, when Africans got a chance to do songs that on a global scale, they started to do some songs.
I went to Africa in 1991 and I spent like 3 weeks constantly at the universities,
Kenya?
under baobab trees.
In Kenya, that's
educating people from Ghana, all over the continent about reggae music and dancehall. But I was happy when they came to their senses to realize that music is the bridge that's going to connect us. But what I was disappointed in, they didn't try to connect with Jamaica, the roots. They connect with everyone else except us.
And you talking about Afrobeats?
Yes.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
So according to Buju Banton, the Afrobeats that we are doing now, it is not free in Africa. We have the ears of the whole world now. And instead of doing songs that will free Africa, what we are doing is fuckery.
So they connected with everyone else except us. But when we look at what they're doing, their music is not free in Africa. It's fuckery.
I didn't know what to say.
The music need to free Africa. If I am all the way in Jamaica and my country and my people fight for free your continent with word, sound and power, and you have the ability now and all you're singing is fuckery, you don't sing a song to free Africa all now. We'll need them bringing this to the forefront of your mind, but we desire more from them.
Now to some extent I understand him, because if you're a reggae legend and you go to the club or you turn on your radio to listen to music and they are playing Afrobeats, and the song they are playing, how will you feel if you turn on your radio and all you hear is how will you feel? So according to Buju Banton, these people just say we are not doing music to uplift Africa. All we are doing is fuckery. And he said that right now we have the attention, and we should use the attention to liberate Africa instead of doing those kind of songs. He also spoke about how posterity will judge all these Afrobeat artists who are doing music and chasing money, doing the kind of music that everybody wants to listen to, the money music, and not doing conscious music.
You want the money? Go get it. But what's going to be said about you later on and your posterity? You didn't make any impact. So reggae music still stands predominant. It is still the king's music. Your music shall come and it shall go, because it has nothing to do with soul. It has nothing to do with building energy. Our music is time marker. You can remember when you went on your first date, when you had your first sex, when you marry your wife, when you go to the first dance. It's time marker, because it's the king's music.
Yes.
Now I understand Afrobeats is more like a feel-good genre of music, but you can't tell me people are not doing conscious Afrobeat music, or Afrobeat artists are not doing conscious music. Emotion Controller gave us a list of Afrobeat conscious songs. Controller,
now to the argument that Afrobeat is not conscious music, is just fuckery, I don't fully agree.
Tell me one Afrobeat song that can uplift us. Uplift us, take us from Kenya is suffering.
Let me remind you a bit. Take a piece of pen and paper, respectfully. Another story, Burna Boy.
They wanna tell you.
Guys, watch carefully what I'm about to play right now. Davido stand strong. Oh, cause I stand strong. Baby, you know go mine now. J5 Dimension. I've been on the road for a long time. Should I keep going? Dangote Burna Boy. Dangote, see the Thames, Free My Mind.
I said 5 in the morning. I wake up till 5 for my earnings.
Uplifting, all are uplifting, man.
So yes, there are some songs that are liberating, and there are some songs that praise the Nyash and the Odo Yewu and the Gary and Sheto and those stuff. Now Fuse ODG, our very own Fuse ODG, has come out to say that Chairman, relax. I understand what you are saying, but at the same time you got it wrong, because me as Fuse ODG Kano, the kind of songs I have with people, I have songs with Demian Madi Brefie, trying to tell all these other people in the diaspora to come back home, come back to Africa. I'm using Afrobeats to do a lot of things. So you cannot say these things Now, before we check that out, if you're in the UK, USA, or Canada and you want to send money to Ghana, please use LemFi. LemFi comes with no service charges, no transaction fees, and the exchange rates are the best. You can get the LemFi app on the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. And if you use my promo code Headless, you get $30 cash back on your first $100 transaction. So yes, use LemFi whenever you want to send money from UK, USA, or Canada to Ghana, Nigeria, Rwanda, and other African countries.
Yes, people, Fuse ODG here. I came on my timeline and I seen that Buju Banton's video and his views on Afrobeats. Now, Buju's a legend, Bigra, and he's entitled to his opinion, but he definitely missed it here. And that's one of the few Afrobeats artists who have experienced both extremes, you know, conscious Afrobeats to commercial Afrobeats. On one hand, I have a song with Major Lazer, Light It Up, that has over 1 billion streams. On the other, I have a song with Damian Marley, Breathier, and it's a song about bringing our people back home and building in the motherland, right? Afrobeats is the most revolutionary form of black music to have ever existed. But can't deny that Afrobeats would not exist in its current form if it wasn't for high life, jazz, hip-hop, R&B, reggae, dancehall, garage, grime, soul. It's an amalgamation of all of these genres. In fact, you can even say it's the child of all of these genres, and a child should always respect his or her parents. A tree wouldn't exist without its roots, but let's not forget that the roots always lead back to Africa. And I get where Buju's coming from, because most Afrobeats hits don't really have the message in it. But that's not to say there aren't Afrobeats artists who are making music with a message in it. But for me, it doesn't have to be that deep, because Afrobeats is so spiritual. A lot of times we're speaking in our mother tongues, but it still resonates with people. And it's music that's allowing Africans to now fall back in love with themselves and be proud of being African. It's allowing African Americans to want to come back home and connect back to their roots. It's allowing Afro-Caribbeans to now want to reconnect with their roots. So it's revolutionary in a way that has never been done before. 2019, I launched the Year of Return with the Ghana government, and we generated 1.3 billion for the Ghana economy. Before the Year of Return, the office were issuing out 45,000 visas that year. After the Year of Return, they issued out 750,000 visas. So as well as economic benefits, there are also spiritual benefits. The music is bringing our people back home for them to learn about their history and where they're from. And most times people are just coming to turn up and get lit because it's December in Ghana. But it's now allowing black people to take ownership back off the motherland. And we're buying lands, we're building homes. Most of my artist friends now have homes in Ghana. We're building schools. I'm now building a tech company that teaches black history called Sona. It teaches black history and African languages. And that all started with the music. You know, it all started with Afrobeats. So I always say to people, Afrobeats is not just lit. It's actually liberation, and it's bringing our people back home. So we need to just focus on uniting as a people and building together. So big up Buju, bro. We love you, but you really missed it here. Rah, rah, rah.
Now this is what's like if you're on Twitter. These are the kind of things that you see somebody say, cook that fraud, teach that fraud, school that fraud. School that fraud. But then if you look at things from a Buju Banton's perspective, I think it's quite understandable, because we are not talking about the exception of the rule. The exception does not make the rule. The number of Afrobeat songs in the world divided by the number of conscious Afrobeat songs that are liberating, you see that a decimal number, a percentage, small percentage. Because majority of Afrobeat songs are feel-good songs to glorify women, to preach about love and odoyu and stuff. Who wants to go and listen to Afrobeat and you're talking about freedom of the slaves? Yeah, it's me, fans. So Buju Banton's point is just saying that, hey, you people do conscious Afrobeat. You are not bringing it back. You are not. The Jamaicans were doing music to free Africans and to get Africans heard. Now that Africans are being heard, they are not doing the music to, free other Africans. because there are things happening in other African countries that are bad. But no, we are doing Now, if you listen to Buju Banton and the kind of African artists he was saying that these are the kind of artists who are doing the Afrobeats and who are going global now, you have to know the point he is coming from.
The greatest musician out of Africa was Fela Kuti.
Yeah.
Fela Kuti. Lucky Dube from South Africa. We had Salif Keita. We have Youssou N'Dour. We have Baba Mal. Now, no one wanted to go beyond the pale of what those brothers was doing.
Now, if you are mentioning Fela Kuti, Lucky Dube, Salif Keita, and all these people there, you have to know that these are the conscious people. And you cannot compare these ones to the Remes and the Davido, their party songs, no pill, even though he has done some uplifting songs. But the party songs are more than the uplifting songs. When Fela was doing Afrobeats, he was doing it to fight corruption and his government and all that. We saw how they beat him. You think anybody share? Where's Kim Paluta? It's Kim Paluta, yeah. It's Kim Paluta, yeah. Oh, echo ye mama. Now share your views in the comment section. Do you think Buju Banton was out of line and he was schooled by Fuse ODG, or you think everyone is right in this space, or you think everyone is wrong? Let me know in the comment section. Even reggae, the dancehall came from reggae. But if you listen to dancehall, what is really uplifting about dancehall? Dancehall too, sometimes they have been doing a tour, no for and stuff. But anyway, majority carries the vote. So does majority of Afrobeats liberate Africans and liberate people, uplift people, or majority is just uplifting the other things? You listen to Afrobeats music and it will uplift certain parts of your body and not your mentality. Let me know in the comment section. Watch other videos on this channel. Tell somebody about Headless. Yeah, then. Yeah,